rest my case. Not to take anything away from Independence Day, I mean, it did pave the way for the critically acclaimed Godzilla. And honestly, Independence Day does build up pretty well. The satellite getting smaller before cracking into space dust, the shadows in the moon studio, over cityscapes, the final reveal of how big just one of these things is, it still holds up. It pays off pretty well too, and ends with one of the most iconic shots in cinema. I really wish the second act, though, just wasn't a thing. Look at all those stupid people I just don't give a shit about. This dude sends 24 fighter jets to fight a frisbee the size of Los Angeles, finds out they have shields, and decides to nuke Houston anyway, knowing this? The First Lady was connected to the president through 2 phone calls. I'm supposed to give a shit when she dies? You're telling me this serious movie seriously didn't have this guy or this doof brief the president about the recovered shit from the 50s, tingly dingling and shit when the aliens started popping off? I'm usually really good at turning off my brain with movies like this, but this one does such a special job of not making you care about anyone that you just notice so much more.
It's jam!
Fucking idiot. Pack more heat. Use bombs wisely.
Now we know how to take them out, General.
Yes, letting more men die. It's the American way. No sacrifice, no victory is another masterpiece. Honestly, the whole movie should have just been Will Smith finding an alien, beating the shit out of it, dragging it across the New Mexico desert, meeting Jeff Goldblum, them getting high for 30 minutes, Jeff coming up with the idea of designing a LimeWire MP3 of Jagged Little Pill. This man! Yeah, you can see why I love Mars Attacks so much. A destroy all humans South Park-ass Calgary Flames cow stampede is just how you start a movie. Jack Nicholson is the president from the jump. Just gets me grinning every single time. His Reagan cadence mixed with Jimmy Carter's foreign policy just blows away default President Man. Plus, he plays a billionaire Vegas hotel tycoon at the same time, and they don't even try to hide it. It's just how it's done. And that's a pattern. The general who's just a straight up meme.
Liberals.
President's bodyguard pulling a Leslie Nielsen line out of his ass.
Sorry, man. There's a tour going through here.
Jackie Brown's kids going from shooting aliens in the arcade to shooting aliens in real life, and it legitimately being a better arc than Finn ever had.
Athletes acting, that never goes well.
Even Natalie Portman, who does nothing in this movie but eat pizza and sleep, is better than every other character in Independence Day besides the 2 kings. Richie low-key is the best character, though. He works a shit job. His parents are disappointed in him for not being like Jack Black.
Die, you alien shit!
Which is understandable. Risks his life to save a senile grandma that's already lost in the woods. He's easy to root for. But what about the aliens? Well, remember Independence Day, how they looked like total dog shit, had no personality, and were just cookie-cutter robotic? We're going to take your natural resources, blow up your national landmarks. We don't like peace or minorities. It's like this movie saying, dude, chill out. You don't just kill them with fire. You gotta go down to the trenches, you know, do it in style. Green Goblin skeletons. Why blow up the White House when you can use our constant state of horniness against us to go right through the front door? You know, perform a clean assassination with comically pointed bubs.
People are dying out there. I don't think exciting is a word I'd choose to describe it.
Meanwhile, in Mars Attacks, they literally blow up Congress, and with Grand, I laugh. Yeah, they take out some landmarks too, but they do it with so much gusto and creativity that you can't help but like them, even if they do have weird kinks. And we don't win with just blind warfare, sacrificing men and women like what Wiki intended. We do it with Grand's music. I just love how much fun she has and how Richie is the one that saves the world through his unselfish choice. This movie's really big on lessons. I mean, earlier there was this general that said,
I always tell you, honey, if I just stayed in place and never spoke up, good things are bound to happen.
Speak up, kids. Shoot your shot or you'll die a slow, painful death. Mars Attacks is what Independence Day wishes it was. Did it make more money? Well, absolutely not, but hey, I'm not mad. Roland obviously hates people, and he's carved out a career for showing his declining hope for humanity. I respect it. I mean, what's happened the last few years, I'm starting to think maybe he had a point. Now the moon's coming to wipe us out? Sure. Okay, as long as it's not Don't Look Up. All right. You know, I really thought Don't Look Up would be like Mars Attacks, you know, with the star cast and like the not give a shit mentality, except Asteroid. But then it ended up being Don't Look Up.
Fuck off, please.
So Mars Attacks is great.